Hello and welcome back, Geotech Masters. In our last video, we focused on the crucial post-driving procedures. We explored how to retrieve and open the SPT sampler, record the percent recovery or length of the sample, and visually classify the soil according to practice D2488. We also covered the essential steps for preserving and labeling samples using moisture-proof containers and ensuring their protection against temperature fluctuations. Furthermore, we discussed the vital topic of borehole completion and sealing. Finally, we touched upon equipment decontamination, especially for environmental investigations. Today, we turn our attention to one of the most fundamental, yet often underestimated aspects of any geotechnical investigation: reporting and documenting your findings. All the meticulous fieldwork, precise measurements, and careful observations are only as valuable as the recorded data.
So, for this video, we'll answer several key questions. What specific information must we meticulously record about our drilling process? How do we accurately document the precious soil samples we've collected? What are the key details for reporting the crucial N value and other measurements? And finally, why is this comprehensive and accurate reporting so critical for successful geotechnical engineering projects? So, stick around, because by the end of this video, you will have a solid understanding of the reporting step in geotechnical site investigation using the SPT. First and foremost, it's essential to understand that proper data recording is paramount. The methodology for specifying how data are recorded is a core part of the standard. Ultimately, all data obtained in each borehole must be recorded in accordance with the Subsurface Logging Guide D5434, as required by your specific exploration program. This ensures consistency and completeness, allowing others to understand and utilize your findings effectively. An example of a sample data.